Hello there. You are not a victim. There is that within you that knows what to do and when to do it. You can be a vehicle to bless the world. Today, I thought I would share some information about quantum attraction. My name is Debbie Chuddick. I also go by the name of Lily Rose, which is my pen name. I am the author of The Spiritual Path, How to Create Heaven on Earth. And here is my book. Let's see. A little bit of glare there. Okay. So I thought I would read some of the chapter on quantum attraction. Thought that might be fun to do something different today. So, so here we go. I'll read a little bit of it. Okay. All right. So I guess you may be wondering and asking yourself, what is the meaning of quantum attraction? This is the same question I asked myself in my early 20s many moons ago. I was very passionate about discovering the secrets to unlocking the puzzle that seemed tied into understanding the meaning of quantum attraction. Understanding the principles for me would mean the difference between living a fully functioning life and the bleak outlook of wandering about the earth aimlessly, never to recover from the traumas of my past. With the hope quantum attraction gave me, along with the wisdom learned from my other spiritual studies, I was given a way to think outside of the box, to see a positive future unfolding through the demonstration of positive right action. What I learned seemed almost too good to be true. In the world of quantum physics, our reality is not set in stone. I realize that everything in life that appears to be solid, including you and me, is really alive with energy and in a constant state of flux. Because we are made up of atoms composed mostly of empty space, I came to understand that my reality could be altered by my thought and, of course, the intelligence of the divine. And what did this mean for me? This meant that I could actually rebuild my body with help from the grace of God, one cell at a time, to heal what seemed to be broken. Some people say that the laws work in the unified field without divine intervention. Well, yes, they do work, but not always with your best interests in mind, especially if you are not steering your ship. If you are allowing your negative subconscious programming to call the shots, what manifests in your physical reality may not always be what the doctor ordered. The thing is, even if you are steering your ship in a positive, constructive, and healthy direction, sometimes the desire to be well can be seen by the subconscious as an unobtainable or impossible goal. If the ego does not feel deserving of your good, your desperate need to heal will sabotage your efforts and repel your good. What do I mean by this? If you are sick and attempting to recover from a disease brought on by your addiction of choice that has total control of your will, letting go of your familiar, safe crutch is not always the easiest thing to do. When a person does not believe a healing is possible, or subconsciously does not feel worthy of a good life, it is easy to slip back into comfortable bad habits. Your low self-esteem from your poor living habits and lack of faith in a higher power can stop you from manifesting what you so urgently need in order to experience happiness. Oh, now I have your attention. So, how do you fix this to turn things around? How do you heal and help yourself to once more believe that divine intelligence is alive and well and has not abandoned you? First of all, to experience a total and complete healing in a quantum world, positive thinking is not enough. When I was sick, my underlying belief system held the preconceived notion that it was impossible for me to ever be healed. I felt utterly powerless over the problems I had created and needed some divine intervention to save the day. Only when I surrendered to a higher power and decided to commit to helping others by being a role model of these principles was I able to gather enough strength to overcome the challenges I had created. After taking one baby step toward healing, the love energy within me grew by leaps and bounds, changing my life forever. Luckily for me, I refused to accept the dire notion of hell on earth as punishment for so-called sins committed innocently in an attempt to better myself. Deep within me, I knew that quantum attraction must be true and was giving me the opportunity to manifest a new life in the field of infinite possibilities by transforming my body into a light vehicle for spiritual change. To embody a highly effective life in the quantum universe, a door will open to an incredible spiritual journey when you accept the opportunity to be of service to the world. When of service, you become part of the solution and not part of the problem. Kindness and compassion toward others will pave the way for you to experience grace and achieve a healthy self-esteem. All it takes to set this healing energy in motion is to plant the first seed of your desire to be a role model for others in an effort to bless the world. At this point in your energy, to enable you to have the energy to spread your benevolent message to the world, you must make an ongoing decision to love yourself. Because if you don't, no one will. Okay, maybe someone will. Some people will love you, but when you love yourself, others will start to respect you and want to spend quality time with you. When stuck in the reality of sickness, it is not always possible to feel self-love. When experiencing this emotional disconnect, take a moment to visualize with as many senses as you can muster how you would like to feel. Focus on thoughts of gratitude for whatever makes you feel thankful. Faith is necessary to take the first step toward building that love within. With this faith, the act of surrendering to a higher power becomes possible and is the only way to build an overflowing reservoir of love energy. Once you take the first step and make the decision to stop your bad behavior, the love energy will begin to well up inside of you and move you toward a total and complete healing. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. And your habits become your values. Your values become your destiny. When you enter the world of quantum attraction with awareness, you can be at cause to your reality by consciously focusing on beliefs, thoughts, and dreams that represent your highest calling in life. In the realm of infinite possibilities, or infinite possibility, anything can manifest in your life if you are open to change. It is up to you to create a space where your creative ideas take shape and blossom into physical manifestation. When you have faith in your ability to stay the course and to live up to your potential, you will succeed. Surrender to the energy of the divine and permit this intelligence to attract the perfect opportunities that resonate with your purpose. We live in a quantum universe with a network of systems that can't help but affect us every day of our existence. Each system has its own resonant field of energy that interacts with every other system's energy field. From the simplest to the most complex of systems, they all work together to create a fully functioning society that is somewhat organized. We depend on certain systems of food delivery to ensure we receive fresh and nutritious food. Financial institutions, law enforcement, schools, street maintenance, and garbage control all contribute to our quality of life. If one of these systems is found to be inefficient, we can take it upon ourselves to tap into the field of infinite possibilities to consciously create a new system that is in integrity with the needs of the present, thus making the old one obsolete. Our thinking is affected by each and every one of these systems because everything in life is interrelated and interconnected. We are one, universally connected with the source energy of the divine manifested in everything and everyone. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Joni Mitchell. If anyone is out there and wants to ask a question or wants to say hi, feel free to put a comment in the comment section. And I will also put my email in there in a little bit. You can opt into my email to get the first chapter of my book for free. And you can also go to my website to access other Facebook Lives, and I've got YouTube on there, I've got interviews, I have blogs and podcast, so you can access a variety of different things. I also do spiritual mind counseling, so if you have any challenges, if you're experiencing a physical crisis, spiritual crisis, emotional crisis, and you have fear, worry, and anxiety right now that is overpowering you and you need some guidance, you can send me an email. We can set up an appointment. And you can book an appointment, and there's an appointment section that says book me. You can also purchase my book via my website. It's also Amazon, Balboa Press, and my book is out there in different places. The Spiritual Path, How to Create Heaven on Earth, by me, Lily Rose. So, let's see. All right, so I will read a little bit more. Okay. When studying in college, I came upon some information in my philosophy class that helped me understand how the social mores of a culture could cause problems for its citizens. Over the years, outdated social norms should change with the times, but many of them fail to evolve. As a result of this failure to adjust what is considered taboo or unethical in a society, many individuals are punished inappropriately, looked down upon, and not given the same opportunities as others. This is especially problematic in Arabic countries where Sharia law is practiced. People are still stoned to death, or their hands are chopped off, etc. The problem with punishing people who violate the current social norms is that these individuals are judged far too harshly. Instead of treating criminals negatively, they should be helped to recuperate through psychological, cognitive, occupational, and or other medical therapy. When a society severely punishes its citizens, the citizen is seen as evil or separate from God. Innocent citizens are seen as criminals. A woman who cheats on her husband might be stoned to death. A man who steals a piece of bread because he is hungry might get his hand chopped off. This old system of morality and criminal persecution can be changed by setting up a new resonant field. To change the current system, you must think of a new one by creating a new intent, a different blueprint, and then take steps to reorganize the field. The solution lies in treating every person with respect, even criminals, because we are children of God, brothers and sisters in spirit. We are all one with God in one whole system of interconnectedness. Viewing society as a separate entity from God keeps people stuck in the old way of thinking that believes the physical is the only thing that is real, that seeks to look at the parts versus the whole to treat a living organism. This way of thinking fails to get at the root of the cause of a disease or problem. Many doctors choose to treat the effect of an illness, malady, etc. with medicine rather than seek a cure via nutrition, herbs, etc. As a society, we limit ourselves when we try to compartmentalize everything that we see and experience on the physical plane. It is time to get to the source of our problems and then approach life from a new worldview perspective. To facilitate the change from this limited, disconnected mindset, we can take back our power by taking a quantum leap of faith to live in the I am consciousness, in the state of being where we act as if we have our needs already met. From this spiritual perspective, grace can be the internal guide that shifts us toward manifesting a better world for all. The reality you experience is dependent upon your frame of reference. From what perspective do you view the context of your experience?
Hi, Mama.
If you are taught a concept in school that you accept as true, but it is not, your future reasoning will be based on a false premise, which will cause your logic to be faulty. Say you were taught at a young age that smoking cigarettes was not harmful to your body. As a result of what you believe to be true, you develop a consistent habit of smoking several packs of cigarettes a day. Then, because of the false information you were given that led you to your established habit of smoking, you develop lung cancer. You continue to smoke and begin seeking treatment from a doctor who informs you that you must now undergo chemotherapy and radiation. Luckily for you, You learn some new scientific information that changes your frame of reference to knowing that cigarettes cause cancer. With this new information, you can now try to do something about your unfortunate situation. If you are informed properly by a naturopathic doctor or another knowledgeable practitioner of natural healing modalities, you will treat the cause of illness through a detoxification regime, reseed the gut through probiotics, and follow a nutrient-dense nutrition protocol to rebuild and renew your system. If you are not informed, you might continue living the lifestyle that encouraged cancer growth, opting to instead treat the disease solely through managing its symptoms using surgery, chemo, and radiation. By doing this, you will only be treating the effect and not getting to the root of the problem that has caused the cancer to grow in the first place. Yes, you may still live after treating the effect, but after some time, in many cases, the dreaded cancer will return because you never took care of the cause of the disease. Most doctors neglect to tell their patients this vital piece of information because they were not taught about detoxification, recolonization of gut bacteria, and nutrition methods of healing. If they did happen to learn about it on their own, they may fail to mention the alternative because telling their patients the truth could cause physicians to lose billions of dollars. Be at cause to your reality. Okay. If you are awakened to the fact that you have the power to shape your destiny through what you think, say, and do, you will have the opportunity to become a victor rather than a victim, with the ability to take responsible, right action versus playing the blame game to avoid responsibilities. You can shape your reality through what you choose to observe. Watching your life from an objective, consensus-like standpoint enables you to learn from your experiences. With an educated, informed viewpoint, you can now confidently focus on what you want and not on what you don't want. Holding your attention on what you want keeps it in existence. Take steps towards physically manifesting it in your experience. When you are unconscious of the habits that are functioning in your life, your subconscious programming is running the show. If your subconscious is in control, your behavior is habitual and automatic, meaning the choices you make take less thought and are the easiest to do. This avenue of expression is called the least action pathway. Once you are aware and cognizant of an unconscious habit that is no longer serving you, you can now choose to do something about it. When you become consciously aware that you have the ability to change your reality, you are no longer a victim. The way you perceive your reality influences the kind of choices you will make. To change a reality that you are not happy with, create a new intention that is for the highest good of all concerned. Then focus your energy on that which is helpful and not harmful. With a clear vision in mind, you can direct your attention toward consciously modifying your mental state to achieve your new goal that enables you to fulfill your purpose to bless the world. Through this new awareness, you have recaptured your power and are able to direct your intention in a creative fashion to manifest an appealing and uplifting way to live. The way you look at life influences what you experience in your world. For example, an insecure teenage girl who believes no one likes her will attract classmates who will confirm her fears and reaffirm her worst nightmare. What you see materialized in your life is a result of the beliefs you have accepted as true about your world projected on the movie screen of your subconscious mind. Your reality may seem real, but what you are seeing is in a constant state of flux and change. So what does it mean for the young girl? It means that she can choose to rise above the negative circumstances in her life to visualize and manifest a new and better reality of her choosing. With the tools of visualization and manifestation, the young girl can transform her subconscious negative belief system into a positive one that will enable her to take a proactive approach toward enlightened change. If she takes action towards personal growth, new habits can be formed that will enhance her sense of self and enable her to attract healthy and happy relationships. From this transformative experience, she can recognize that she is one with the life force energy of all creation, which will help her to see the importance of taking responsibility for all her creations. She can now appreciate everything and everyone attracted into her life, for she knows that everything happens for a reason. She no longer feels like a victim because she understands that she is a cause to her reality and has the ability to do something about her situation in life. After learning from this experience, the teenage girl can truly see how life is interconnected. All of life is interconnected with the universal life force energy of the divine. Just as the teenage girl learned about the interconnectedness of all life, every person alive can learn of their connection to the source and how they too can be a cause to their reality. To do this, it is important to understand that energy is present everywhere and alive forever expressed via an intelligent life force. A consciousness of love drives energy to express itself in a myriad of ways throughout eternity. This energy is in a constant state of change, regardless of appearances. Once you understand energy, the illusion of separation from the source can be healed. Knowing the truth removes all doubt created from deceptive appearances. Most everything you see appears to the naked eye to be solid. But in reality, what you are seeing is a whirl of energy moving so incredibly fast that it only appears to be solid. If you were to look at cells under a microscope, you would see mostly empty space. Every cell is alive with energy that never dies. The composition of the cell may transform and change, but its life force is still maintained. Nature is forever transmutable and evolving into different states of expression, forms of expression. Seeing the complexity of creation, it is easy to come to the realization that we are interconnected with all life and acknowledge the truth that there is no separation between God and man. The universe has set up an infinite range of probability waves that will draw to you an outcome that vibrates with the intention held in your resonant morphogenic field. Yes, reality is in flux, buzzing with the excitement of creation, and is being shaped all the time by virtue of the way you relate to your life and what you bring to your experience. You can consciously create that which resonates with you by accessing the field of infinite possibilities. You will attract to you the opportunities that match the frequency of energy that is in coherence with the integrity you are living. All of creation is existent as energy that is fluctuating in varying degrees of frequency. When you use your power to operate from a consciousness based in the authentic expression of compassionate energy, your energy is higher than when you're forcing your will over another. If you force others to do something against their will, you are using a form of manipulation to satisfy your selfish needs at the expense of others. With a negative intent of this caliber, you are setting up a resonant morphic field that will attract to you a mirror image of that negative energy. A morphic field is alive with energy. The intelligence within the field responds to what you focus on. To change a habit, the field responds to the thoughts, words, and actions you engage in to create your personal habits. When you engage in repetitive behaviors, you build energy that reinforces the behaviors you are engaged in. So, as I've stated before, if you want a happy life, you must engage in activities that are for the highest good of all concerned, with the intent to be helpful and not harmful to others. This sets up a resonant field that will attract a higher quality of experience into your life. Every form that exists has energy that resonates in and around it. Depending on what you think, say, and do, a form of weak or powerful energy resonates. Sir Isaac Newton's laws of motion teach that combined energy amplifies itself, while two opposing forces, energies, cancel out, or one overpowers the other. Newton's laws are as follows. The first law states that a body remains at rest or in uniform motion in a straight line unless acted upon by force. The second law states that a body's rate of change of momentum is proportional to the force causing it. The third law states that when a force acts on a body due to another body, then an equal and opposite force acts simultaneously on that body. Because you are a force field of energy, and nothing you see, including yourself, is really solid, Newton's laws apply to your energy body. Understanding these laws helps to comprehend how similar energy resonates in sympathy with other frequencies of like energy. This sympathetic resonance increases the strength of that vibrational field. When a resonant morphic field connects with other fields that have similar information, they interact by integrating and producing new information, which makes it easier for individuals to access all information within the field. Well, I hope you enjoyed that excerpt from my book. There's more in that particular chapter. The next part is quantum entanglement. So once again, you can opt in to my email list to get the first chapter of The Spiritual Path, How to Create Heaven on Earth by me, Lily Rose. And so my email, my website is lilyroseholistic.healing.com. And I'll put it in the comments when I'm finished. And in case you missed what I said in the beginning, You can go to the media gallery on my website, and there's an interview there. There are other Facebook Lives there. You can make an appointment if you need any sort of counseling, if you're experiencing a health crisis in emotional, spiritual, any form. You can email me. There's a contact page at my website. You can send me an email explaining your personal challenge, and then you can let me know when you are available, and I'll let you know if I am, and you can book an appointment in the section that says book me on my website. And you can find out there's resources there, there's a blog, there's my podcast, and there's many things on there that are good resources for you to help you to become more empowered and hopefully experience more enlightened consciousness. So I hope that this has helped you, and I am so grateful if you are watching this experience today. And if you want to, if you are there, you can put a little comment in the just to let me know your thoughts about what I have shared. And I'm so grateful that you are listening to this. You can also, if you want to listen to this again, you can, like I said, you can go to my website, and I'll have it posted there later on this evening. And so with that in mind, have a wonderful rest of the evening. I love you, each and every one. Many blessings to everyone. Namaste. Thank you so much. And here we go.